Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought I would kind of show you the process I take or what I do in between paychecks. We do get paid bi-weekly. By we I mean my husband. So this will incorporate like my budget recaps. At this point I've already tracked all my expenses, and yeah, so here I'm just going to be showing you what we have currently in our bank account, which you'll see me right there. I like to take a big piece of paper and write everything out. I used to put it in a little journal, but I think for me it helps when I write it all down just in a scratch piece of paper, and then I'll just transfer it over to my planner, whatever I see necessary. So here you are just watching me write down how much we have in our checking account, and I'm just totaling up the amount of bills we need to carry over until that we need to have money for until the next paycheck, which is going to be, I believe, September 20th. So, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the 20th. 21st, sorry. So that is how much all of our bills are going to be for the next 2 weeks, from the 10th to the, what did I put on there, till the 16th, 20th. I keep getting my dates confused, sorry, but at least I wrote it down on there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, and then the rest I am kind of going through and totaling up all the expenses for the first week of September. If you know that you didn't go over budget, then you should be fine, but for this month we have been tapping into our sinking funds since we are preparing for a surprise birthday party this Saturday. So I already had some money saved up, and I can tell so far right now that we are going a little bit over budget than what we had thought, but for us it's okay. It's, you know, one of those once in a lifetime kind of parties, so, and we'll still have enough in our sinking fund for other things. But at least what I'm happy about is that we started that sinking fund in mind of the party, so we're able to save for it. So luckily my husband was able to do overtime for us to save, so we didn't have to go into like any of our budgets for that. So if you haven't seen my September budget setup, here I have my categories, the amount we spent for the week, what's remaining, and then also on the side, which I'm kind of liking so far right now, is any notes, because for this week, we're the week of the 3rd through the 9th, which is week 1. We ended up buying some things for the kiddos, so we took it out of mine and my husband's allowance, and I just kind of made a note. And then here on my handy dandy legal pad, I am, whatever I had remaining for the budget, I kind of went ahead and just divided it up by 3, and then here what I'm writing down is the allowance for 2 weeks. So that's what I'm writing down. After I have written down the rest of the budgets, I went ahead and I totaled it up, so we'll have an extra $757, but that money, so we'll have $757 hopefully if we don't go over budget by the end of week 3, which is when we get paid again. But I don't want to say $757 is what we have to save up, because I need part of that money to pay for the bills from the 21st, I think, going into October, which is kind of like our big bills, because rent is due on the 1st, so we need to have some of that that's left over from the paycheck on the 14th to get carried over till the 21st. Sorry, 21st payday. Keep getting confused, and I even have my dates all written down. But so yeah, so that's all the bills that we have from the 21st through October 5th. And again, what I'm going to do is take out any budgets, you know, grocery budgets, gas, and all of that again. And then here, so the total amount of money that we actually have extra, or by the end of the month, or at the end of October 5th will be $344, and that's not including if whether or not my husband makes overtime money on the 5th, so, and as well as the 21st. So that's the goal so far, is to put away some into our sinking fund. Christmas is coming up, so I want to make sure we put a little bit in there, and then the rest I wanted to pay off at least half of our next debt snowball. So hopefully he did work quite a few hours again overtime, so we'll be able to do that. And then here I am just setting up my budget for the week. I usually go for a lot of colors, but for some reason this week I wanted to, you know, go back to black and white, and I honestly prefer the colors because I've been into color coding lately, and once I look at a category I know right away, like, oh, blue is for my allowance, so if I see a lot of blues written down in the expenses, I know it's, you know, all for me. So the layout is pretty much still the same. I like separating it this way, and there's some weeks where we have a lot of bills due, some weeks we don't, and this week we actually did have quite a few. And I am doing this on Monday, and I already have one no spend day, yay. So far this week we actually have 2, and it is, right now it's Thursday, so we didn't spend anything on Wednesday. And yeah, and here I'm just writing down a goal just so that I don't forget that we're gonna have extra money as long as we don't go over budget or anything, and I want to put that money into debt and put some in the sinking fund as well. And once my weekly budget is all set up, I'm going to go back to the month to make sure I check off any of the other bills that I had paid for, and then just checking off what part of my goals for the week that I've already completed. We have a no spend, you know, trying not to spend, hopefully at least 15 days, and then no takeout, hopefully again 15 days, and just making sure I do all my budget recaps and all of that. And then putting back my weekly expenses as well. That always goes in the very front. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope everything made sense, or hopefully whatever I said makes sense. It makes sense to me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave any comments down below. I really do hope you found this video helpful, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I really do wish you to consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.